What's up, everybody? Mike here. In this Elden Ring build video, I'm going to be showcasing my Eochaid Executioner build, which is a Strength Arcane build. This is level 150 as well, too, that can be utilized on New Game as well as New Game Plus. And this is going to be a very fun build to use, very like warrior-focused build. It utilizes the weapon skill to full effect to do just consistent damage overall and eliminate enemies in quick fashion. First up, let's get into the equipment here. So I'm going to be using Marius's Executioner's Sword, maxed out. And this is going to scale off Strength and Arcane here. It does scale off Dex a bit as well too, but, it's interesting because it's very, odd to do this pairing because Strength and Arcane don't normally go together, but this is a build I've tried to find a way, test out, let's make it work. And so far it has, so hence why we're using this weapon. And then for shield, just using the Banished Knight shield, plus 25 here, scales with Strength. Obviously, if you want to use a heavier shield, you can. Different kind of shield, up to you. And equipment-wise, nothing too specific here or crazy you got to use. I'm going with the chain set here, basically, with chain leggings, gauntlets here, circoat, chain cuff. Basically, just to, kind of fit that warrior-type look and theme. But honestly, if you want to switch up the look here, as long as you're not fat rolling, by all means, and as long as it gives you good protection, you're good. Talisman wise, green turtle talisman here. I got raise stamina, recovery speed. Now this one you might want to, swap out depending on the situation for maybe some other stuff. Because you can always alter this build a little bit, where if you want to maybe do some bleed damage, some poison, things like that. Because if you're doing poison, for example, you definitely want to go with putting on. Let me find it here. Oh, like mushroom crown, for example, and then you do proc the poison first, and then you swap to this weapon, so that basically the secondary weapon proc poison, and then switch to this weapon and essentially do the weapon skill is going to even do more damage. But up to you on that. You don't have to. This is an idea I'm throwing out there. But yeah, you can swap this out for whatever you might need. If you want to keep this, fine. But yeah, swap it out for a situation where maybe if you want to alter the build a little bit. The rest I would say keep. Millicent's prosthesis, boost dexterity, raise attack power with successful attacks. Rotten Wing Sword Insignia greatly raises attack power with successful attacks. It was very useful. So these will combine, with your attack power to go up even more. And of course, the Shard Alexander greatly boosts the attack power of skills. It's going to be very useful because this build is built around the weapon skill. So very, very much an important thing to have on this build and utilize to the fullest. Next, I want to go into the attributes here. As I mentioned earlier, this is a level 150 build. So I have Vigor here at 40 for health. That's good for this one. You probably don't want to get it more than maybe 50 at most. I feel like between 40 and 50 is a good sweet spot. It doesn't scale that much higher from 40 though. So that's why I usually keep I don't have my Vigor past 50 usually in most cases, maybe 60, depending on the build. And got mine here at 25, so we have enough FP to utilize the weapon skill in here, the Ashes of War, with this. So that way, you're always going to have fun. Doesn't cost a lot of FP anyway, and use it whenever you need to. Endurance, you have a 28. That you might maybe lower a bit depending on what other equipment you decide to use. So just depending, but 28's a good attribute level to have things at where we got enough stamina to use our moves, dodge accordingly, and all that stuff. Strength is going to be the best stat to use. You want to level this up first over Arcane because we're mostly going to get our damage from the strength stat. Dexterity is actually at 15, but because of Millicent's prosthesis, it gets to the 20, so it helps it there a little bit. Don't put anything in intelligence. Faith, I got to 15. In case you may want to use an incantation, for example. So, wait, is the flame? No, sorry. Flame grant me strength. So, for example, if you want to maybe use this incantation with it, then you at least have 15 faith to do so. Up to you. It's optional. That's why faith is at 15 for that. But yeah, aside from that, then you got your arcane at 50 there to help with boosting damage here. You don't want to put it past 50. Did I say 15? Sorry, I meant 50. If I did say 15 for Arcane by accident. But 50, yeah, it doesn't go that much higher in terms of scaling as really being beneficial to get above 50. So obviously if you do level up beyond 150, you want to focus on strength over Arcane. get that up first and then go build up Arcane. But yeah, that's where you want the stats to be at for this on new playthrough and even new game plus run. Beyond new game plus, obviously upgrade, I would say. So now let's test this out in combat and action. You know, let's mess up some early game enemies. Show you what this is about. This guy's an annoying guy early on as well too, so I figure why not. Now he blocks that, but still did some damage there and still do a swipe and attack, right? Trying to bait him. And he's messed up. There we go. Going to heal here. I did not mean to heal twice. Just decimates. A nice extra swipe is very fun and good to use too, to help you out. Heavy attack, running heavy attack, takes him out fairly quickly. One hit. No problem, right? Now, let's try this on a boss. So, I'm going to make it nighttime. Where'd it go? Hold on. Actually, before I do that, let's have fun taking this enemy out on the horse. Just in case this might be an enemy that kind of, you know, annoys people. This is a quick way to get rid of them, too. It's fun. Take out the horse and enemy in one go. Now, there's going to be a night boss we're going to fight. World boss, so showcase how this build does against that. We'll make it nighttime. Just so we don't have any interference from these guys, we'll take them out real quick. And here he is. Let's have some fun. Oh, he got away. It's already did a lot of damage to his horse, right? Let's go ahead and mess him up. Obliterated. Absolutely obliterated. Didn't even have to block. Didn't really have to block at all, honestly, when I did that. I thought I already had that, but yeah. Just showcasing what you can do off just one simple, you know, early game, optional boss here in the world. You can just decimate like so. The skill is so freaking fun. It just consistently does that damage I put in. Will do great damage overall, especially if you just keep getting strikes in with the talismans that you have on here. So hopefully you did enjoy this. I've got more build videos coming at you. Stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you can always check out my playlist of Elden Ring build videos and my latest build before this one I put up as well too, to see if that might interest you as well. So thank you again for watching. My name's Mike, and I'll see you next time.